Go live. Go live. We're live. We're live. Yay! Wait, can you hear me, Spence?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Hold on. Let me just get a map for the mouse, as my mouse is a bit temperamental. So let me just make, yep, that works. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure and absolute honor to bring to you the latest edition of the #1 podcast, boxing show, analytical, systematical breakdown of the sport of boxing, or otherwise known as the sport of pugilism, in the magical words of dream it, believe it, become it. Hey.
Come on,
Yay.
come
What
on,
about Spence? That looked like he was being rude there, mate.
No, it's that finger, man. It's that finger.
Okay. Yeah, Spence, bro. Listen, I got the Trevor McNees out tonight because tonight's going to be a serious session. I can feel it already. I can feel it in my bones. Tonight is going to be very, very serious. Full of debate, full of opinions. It's going to be a good one. First of all, let me always do what I always do, which is big up the people in the dance hall. Hold tight. Wait. Let me start. Listen, this man was waiting for this show. This man is waiting for the show, so much so that he is the first man in the arena before everyone landed. Hold tight, Mr. Rob Mayer. I see the comments on Twitter. Rob is on it. Rob is on it. He's on it. Hold tight, Mr. E. Francis. AAV Develops, Jermaine Williams, Daniel J. Bolton, Simi Tech RS, Bernard Kodia, Tony G, Lee S, Miss Lovely, Levy H. Old tight, I've said it before, Steve Bailey, Richard Burrows, hope that was right. Shegun Johnson, Afilaka. Yeah, greetings to Tunde and Spencer. Old tight, Jack Swagger in the dance, Zeus, Diaz, Sunset. Who else? Mr. Bobby with a capital B, right, with a capital W. Old tight Edna Good, come on. TBG, Andre Bukenya. These are the regulars. Freddie 417, Fizz, Kwame the Gator, the lovely Miss Anita Ringside, Miss Ringside in the dance. Old tight M, the beautiful Catalia. I want you to know that. The beautiful Catalia, the lovely Puerto Rican princess Becky Hales. Yeah, Puerto Rico's in the dance hall, you know, Spence. It's serious. It's not even a joke. Old tight, Deep Random Thinkum, Joe Barrow, D Stretch 81, Philip Answer, just observing. The list goes on and on. Old tight, Envisage. What's that? Free EE. I like that. Envisage C. I like that. I like the way you spelled that. Little technology with the eyes. Yeah, envisage free. I can't even say it properly. I'm tongue-tied. Air Max 90 King John, just observing. YA, we've said that. Good Music 210. Mickey Dub, Malcolm, Marcel. What going, bro? Old tight, J Lanks, Motley, M Sport, Adifasan, Johnny Rumble is in the house. Bladdins, yeah, I see you. Hassan, Ali, Galactic, War. Guanin. All right, whoa, War Guanin. Is that what's going on? Man's name on the YouTube is War Guanin. You know what that means, Spence? That's serious. It's not a joke. That is no joke. Duke Alexander, Mr. And we have a beautiful show for you today, Spence. How would you like us to kick off proceedings?
We're meant to have a beautiful show simply because, you know, we saw a beautiful fight last night. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful. It was. You know what? It was so refreshing to see. Yeah, man going out and like skills, and you know what the nicest thing is this Tun is that we're getting now casual people of boxing who are really appreciating for two big men to demonstrate skills. Do you know what I mean? The little subtleties that Usyk was demonstrating last night, that people actually got it. And he gritted it out as well. And fair play to Tyson Fury. He played a wonderful part, and we can see why Tyson Fury and the rest of his team are complaining that they believe that he won the fight, right? Why? But the thing what we noticed yesterday, and which you beautifully picked up on, is when Usyk got clapped with shots, right into the body, left hand to the body, all Tyson Fury got him. He started to do all of that when we're hearing this around 6. Usyk was poker face, Tunde.
Trust me, the way
Usyk said, all right, you want to clap me downstairs? You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go a little walk and let's walk this off. And you know what? You may have won the round, but I'm going to clap you, so it's going to have a resounding effect on you when you come out for round 7. And you know what? Round 7, I'm going to go on like a wicked man. If you watch that, you would have learnt something, Brother Tunde, from the strategies or the stratagems of both fighters, but more so, I'm taking it into consideration of what Alexander Usyk did. Remember, Tunde, if we had Tank Davis, yeah? If we had Tank Davis right now going in with Ramirez, who's the cruiserweight champion, yeah?
Yes.
You think it's crazy, right?
Of course.
And that's what Usyk did yesterday.
Not really, Spence.
Yeah, he did. He gave away 4 stops.
He's a big man.
I'm talking of the weight disparity. Nothing else. I'm talking about the weight disparity.
Tank Davis is a lightweight. Ramirez is a cruiserweight. That's bare weight classes, Spence. Yeah. That's bare. That's lightweight, light welterweight, super welterweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and cruiserweight. That's bare weight classes. Usyk only went up 2 weight classes. Now, when I say only, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but in terms of cruiserweight to heavyweight, it is the biggest jump in boxing because you're going from 175 pounds all the way to 200 pounds or over 200 pounds. Sorry, from 200 pounds all the way to whatever.
What I'm trying to say is like just fathom.
Yes.
The disparity was 3 stone, Tunde.
Was it 3 stone? Yeah, because Tyson coming 280s. Yeah. I get it, and I get what you're saying. Yeah, what you're saying actually does make sense.
Yeah.
But I think it's the small guys are more. I think you see an effect. It will be more effect with the smaller guys than the bigger guys because you can get middleweights that have the frame, probably not that way, but this way as some heavyweights. But when you get them small guys that flyweights, like it was quite miraculous what Manny Pacquiao did to go from, I don't know, no eating weight as I call it, all the way up to welter. Whether he done that naturally.
When Pacquiao first turned professional, he was literally fighting for a bowl of rice. So
yes.
But I'm trying to say, just talking of the weight, and
it
was Roy Jones that put that in my head. When we was on tour a few weeks ago, and Roy Jones said, okay, but just remember, like, the weight that I gave away when I went up against John Ruiz. And it's only then when you're doing, all right, but you're in the heavyweight division, but you're not a heavyweight. You know what I mean? Alexander Usyk last week was a cruiserweight. He was undisputed cruiserweight champion, right? And listen, you know what the nicest thing is this? You see, I have to pull up certain man. I remember Shakur Stevenson, who I like, and he's a friend of the shop, right? And big up Jay. But I remember he saying, you know what? I think at the time when Tyson Fury dealt with Deontay Wilder, the second fight, right?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if Muhammad Ali would have beaten him because of the size of him.
Yes. Yeah. So what's your opinion on that now?
What I'm saying, right?
Hold on. Wait, let me pick up the Snapchats first. Oh, wait. Old type Bobby Wright, thank you for the $4.99, sir. He says, what a fight. High class. Don't agree with the AI judging though. The AI had it 118, 112, but regardless, still had Usyk as a winner. So let's not get over that point.
Yeah.
Hold tight, Calvin T. Thank you for the £5. He said, "Evening, guys. Why did Special D get in the ring when he still has the Parker fight? Was it disrespectful? I've received so many texts this afternoon from male and female. Hold tight, Jador, messaging me saying, what on? Man, just disrespecting the thing, just coming in the ring. Like, nah, we're not having that. That's you're raining on a man's parade. It's his time." But we are going to touch on that. But let's deal with one thing at a time, Spence. And let's go back to the actual fight and the points you're making. Was Fury unjustly robbed in the fight? Do you think, as he claimed, he won the fight by 3 rounds, easy, clear?
Where? The thing about it is this, you know what? No, seriously, I'm going to just keep this thing real. You see, like, when you have an affinity with someone and you know them, you know their family, rare, you don't say, oh, I don't want to say things to upset them. It's worse when you don't say things to upset them. You know what I mean? Because you lead people on this false narrative. And let me tell you this, me, Ripton Alexander Spencer Fearon is no yes man.
Hold on. Repeat that name there.
Ripton Alexander Spencer Fearon.
What, all these years I know you. Where did Alexander pop up from? Alexander the Great. The fact is right. I've known Spencer for well over 30 years. And I never know to this day, tonight, Alexander was in the equation. All right, cool, say it easy.
But Tunde, you know what? You know what I mean? I've known you, we've known each other for 30 years, or 30 years from when we used to be round the ends as local lads. And Tunde, up to now, I don't know your date of birth.
Wait, say, repeat.
I said, up to now, I don't know your date of birth.
You're a joker. Wait, listen. Anyway, I'm calling you Spencer. I'm calling you Spencer Spirit Alexander the Great from today. From today, let it be known.
Yeah, I just want man to realize this part. Like, we're in this thing, yeah, where we don't want to offend nobody. So we go with the narrative of the lie when you know that the truth is the truth, right? There is an argument for Tyson Fury to say that he won the fight. He can say that, right? He can say that he won the fight. He was in the fight. You know what I mean? And plus, he believes that he done better than the last time out. Last time out, he was all over the place, right? So therefore, he's thinking like, yeah, I won the fight because the last fight was close, right? But in the first fight, Tyson Fury was more forceful, was more domineering. I think it was like round 5 when he started to open up.
For me, I'll be honest with you, Spence. For me, that was a great Tyson Fury last night, and
it was superb.
In a way, I can see how he's a bit disappointed. There has been some questions onto why he came in so heavy, but he carried a weight good, Spence. He was heavier than the first fight, and his movement was better than the first fight. He hit Usyk with so many straight 1-2s. You got to give Usyk the credit because he took blammers right in the nose. Quick hands. And when I saw the speed of the uppercut in the 11th round from Tyson Fury, I said, yep, Tyson was on it for this fight. He was on it. He trained very well.
Tyson Fury was on it. And you know what I liked about Tyson Fury, yeah? His right hand was cupped. He was on the telephone. You know what I mean?
At a certain point, because I think he realized that Usyk was getting through, and he started evading. Listen, man. It was what you would expect from two of the best heavyweights on the planet.
No doubt.
Very cerebral, very skillful. Everything was on display last night. Footwork, movement, power, dexterity. It was just a great fight, and I can't understand why Tyson is. He put everything into this fight. But Usyk, I have to be real, like just what he said. He was just a better man, Spence.
There ain't no shame in that. Because the thing about it is this: is like the real telling blows where I'm gonna boss you in this round, but coming from
Yes.
Alexander, right? Tyson
Yes,
boxing excellent. I love the way how Tyson Fury was doing the Larry Owens jab.
The double jab.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But
Beautiful.
as John said, when my man start waving the stick, the one thing, when Usyk start going like this, right, left, right, I said, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. Right, we're gonna come back to the Tyson point because it is the main point of tonight. But we would be remiss if we were not to discuss what some are calling the biggest robbery since the Great Train Robbery. We are, of course, talking about Dave Allen versus Johnny Fisher. Now, before I ask for your opinion, Spencer, I'm just going to be real. Because Johnny Fisher and his father might be watching this. Mark Tibbs might be watching this. I don't think it was a robbery, Spence. I don't think it was. They was cussing me in the gym today. But I'm like, bro, I don't know why everyone's like, I can hear it now. I can see it now. That effing Tunde. What does he know? What does he know? But I don't think it was a robbery.
All right, then. Okay, I hear you. Some will call it the biggest robbery. Remember, I was out eating, as you do. I was out eating, and because I thought we were going to start the show at 10. So the marvels of DAZN, that we can have this app, that once you can pay on the app on your phone. I was in the restaurant watching the fight. So I only caught the fight from I think it was like round 6, right? And from round 6, it was a swingers, and it looked like, to me, that Dave Allen was dominating.
Sorry, Spencer. You see how this thing is catching? Edna Good said, put up the 1 or 2 thing to see if it was a robbery. You know what I say? 1 for Usyk, 1 for Fury. She said, put up the 1 or 2 thing. We're going to do that in a minute. Huh?
Put it up.
All right. 1 for a robbery, 2 for a non-robbery. Johnny Fisher against Dave Allen. 1 if you think it was a robbery. 2 if you think it was not a robbery. Daniel J. Boten says robbery is an understatement. Anyway, Spence, continue. Or shall I just read that? Sunset says 1. M says 1. Steve Bailey says 1. John says 1. B Axe says 1. Lee S says 1. Bernard Kandaya says 1. JH17 says 1. Sammy Ali says 1. Yemi was a close fight, but not a robbery, agreeing with me. Bobby Wright says 1. Alcoya says 1. God Almighty. Beezy says 1. Jazz says 1. Drew Alexander, Tunde, and John Charles have the same day of birth. Lucky says 1 blood. Edna, agreeing with yours truly, says 2. D-Stretch81 says 1. Johnny says 1. DG Noah says 1. Tony G says 1. Sam Oil says 1. Midnight Hustle says 1. TBG says 1. Johnny Rumble says 1. El Padro says 1. Matt Coldfoot says 1. Aisha says 1. Shabazz says 1. Robbery. Bosh. Air Max 90 King says 1. Sunset says 1. Zeus Diaz says 1. Kwame the Gator says 1. Daniel J. Borter says 1. Chris says 1. Jesus. Cheyenne Tahir says 1. David says 1. I think it goes without saying, Spence. Simi Tech RS, I said, I've got IPTV on my tablet now. Can I watch anything? I can watch anything anyway. Kwame the Gator says 1. Drew Alexander, big robbery. Mister says 1. Wadi says 2. What Wadi is that? Is that Camacho? I'm not too sure. But if it's Wadi Camacho, big up Wadi. Old Tight Life Utopia. He or she says 2. Jammer says 2. All right, we're coming through now. Matt Balfour says 1. JT says 1. Chris says 1. Flex on Pump Boar says 1. Oh, mate. I don't need to carry on, Spence. It's 1. Now, what is your master knowledge opinion on Johnny Fisher versus Dave Allen? I do not call it a robbery. I call it a close fight. Which you know, I mean, I heard Spencer Oliver, I heard Gareth A. Davis, I heard most people at ringside saying Dave Allen was
So 1 second, yeah,
severely
I'm gonna jump back in 1 second. I've got to do something.
okay. I heard most people at ringside. Say again, Spence?
I'm listening, so carry on.
Yeah, I said I heard most people at ringside saying that this is the biggest robbery since the Great Train robbery. Johnny Nelson even waded in. Everyone is saying it was a robbery. And we all know that sometimes when you're there, it's different to how you're watching it on TV. But for me, again, just going using a basic rule of thumb, I'm like, hold on. If my man's throwing 7 punches and you're throwing 2 punches, I don't need to be Einstein or some leader in mathematics to know that 7 is more than 2. And even though, yes, the telling shots, even though the knockdown was very, very clear in everyone's mind, Johnny Fisher was still throwing 1, 2 left hooks. He was still throwing 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. And ultimately, that really swayed the judges, I believe. I know I hear everybody, it's an Eddie Hearn fighter, but I wasn't looking at it from that perspective. That's what I meant. I wasn't looking at it from that perspective. I'm just looking at it like Johnny Fisher came through a hell of a whirlwind fight last night, and he got the nod. The way you settled these kind of arguments, you just have an immediate rematch. That's it.
But why should I have immediate rematch, Tunde?
Well, because Johnny, well, again, they might not want to mess up the money because Dave Allen already messed up the money. But the difference is, I feel Dave Allen won't repeat that performance last night, which is kind of sad because you would want to feel that that was his night and it's been taken away from him and Jamie Moore and the lads up there. So in that respect, it is bad. It's very unfair. But if you want to do the right thing, I think Turkey Al Sheikh should aim to make an immediate rematch, and let's see who wins. I believe Johnny Fisher will come again, and a draw would have been fair. I'm not gonna lie, a draw would have been fair. A draw, old type boss man, 1,000. But I mean, look, it's the first time we've really seen Johnny Fisher in some adversity. He's come through it. He's come through the adversity. He's got the nod according to the judges. Are we to believe that all the judges were paid off? I don't know.
No, the judges weren't paid off. Whatever goes is this, Tunde, right? Come on. You've been in the game longer. You've been in the game a very long time. I can't even tease you now and say, like, are you just coming in the game and blah, 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 blah. I can say that years ago. I can't say that now. Well, I can say, but it has no validation. Now, I'm saying to you, there was an unseen biasness in boxing, Tunde. Yeah? There was an energy. You more than anyone understands this thing with the energies, right? There was an energy within the sport that thinks, well, you're the house fighter. You're the guy that's got the big fan base. You're the guy that is seen as the new Billy Walker, right? From the 60s, right? That's how you've been portrayed, right? There is a unseen. It's not deliberate. It's just that close fight, close rounds. Give it to Fisher. Because Fisher did start very strong, but I have to watch. I only started to watch the fight from round 6. And from round 6, as far as I'm concerned, David Allen was a comprehensive winner, but I don't know the rest of the story. But when I'm going by what Sir John Moore was saying, when I'm going by what Adam Smith's saying on the court, and may I say, Adam Smith, well done. Fantastic commentary. It was really, really nice to see you back on a massive platform, and the Zone is a very, very big platform, especially with what's going on in Saudi. So well done to Adam Smith, right? But I know it's from Tunde putting his little mat on you. You start bust. So while we're percentage Adam Smith, right? So anyway, I'm saying there's an unseen biasness, and all it was that Johnny Fisher just played into that, right? Because man is saying that the fight was actually close. So I've got to go see them have a round. But he did get flawed. He's mashed up now as well. And there's a really good interview on IFL with the two of them sat down together. And I like how David Allen actually conducted himself. Where David Allen was saying, I've lost 6 fights now, so me losing that one isn't going to smash my career, damage my career. But if he would have lost at this time, it would really smash in. He understands it. But hopefully, he can get a rematch. He got paid. They got paid very, very well, apparently. And I hope they do.
Who got paid very well? Sorry.
He got paid. He got paid very well. But
Who, Dave Allen?
Johnny, both of them. But Dave Allen got paid fantastically well. And it'd be nice to see it again. It would be nice to see it again. But me personally, here is a man in Johnny Fisher who's got this big fan base, this big following. He only had 4 amateur fights in university. And you know at university, nothing a man can't fight. So I just like it was a learning curve, and I think we was getting a bit carried away, especially how we just destroyed Alan Babbage, right? That was a vicious performance. But Dave Allen, to his credit, is a wily old pro. He's a very clever pro. He done a little
I said it in round 3 on Twitter, on X. I'm almost going Twitter on X. I said, bruv, Dave Allen's got them old sneaky, old school tricks, shouldering, rollering, and for a big guy, that's amazing. You know, he's still got that in the memory banks. But yeah, it was one of those fights where I feel it could have gone either way. Obviously, the more telling work was done by Dave Allen later on in the rounds. I think it was, if my memory serves me right, I would say from round 5 he started pushing on. What round was the knockdown, Spence? Can you remember?
I think it was round 8.
Something like that. But Johnny Fisher was laying some bombs. Johnny Fisher was punching hard from the get-go, from the jump. And those early rounds must have, made an impression or left an impression in the judge's mind. I think maybe we can get someone's opinion on that. Maybe one of the heavy guys, maybe call up Julius Francis or one of them man there, see what they personally thought on last night. But
yeah, you know what? Yeah, go holler Julius. I was sending my message now.
Yeah, holler Julius, because Julius can talk the talk. All right, before we go back to both of those fights, the Dave Allen, Johnny Fisher, and Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, we would be remiss again, if we were not to mention the precocious talent that is Moses Itauma. And I do hope I'm saying that correctly, because what we may be witnessing is the rise of a new star in boxing. It all looks rosy right now. The kid is still only 19 years of age, but what a tremendous performance last night, Spencer, from the young lion.
Tunde, the youth's the real deal.
Huh?
The youth is the real deal. I want people to realize that.
Yeah, Bobby Wright said that. You know me, Bobby. I'm not really a man that call brothers real deal too soon in their career. But the thing is that based off that performance and what people have told me about Moses in the gym, it's bro, what do you do with him? What can you do with him?
Turn the youth the real deal.
He can pick up a minor world title now. Didn't Pulev just win the title? I think Pulev just won a title. What was that, Sami Ali? Pulev can beat Itauma stylistically. Okay. I like to see that, mate. I like to see that because, bro, what I'm seeing from that youth, it's like he's a sprinter in a 100-meter dash against marathon runners. So the marathon runners are running slow for the first 100. And Moses is sprinting like Usain Bolt. It's like, bro, this you is dangerous. I don't care about Pulev's jab. Pulev's jab is underrated. Yeah. All the man's jab is underrated. We're talking about a man that can literally do a Mike Tyson, Trevor Berbick, and pick up a title.
Listen to me. And you might think I'm crazy. I think at this time here, not the Mike Tyson of November 86 when he beat Trevor Berbick, right? But prior to this, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Moses Itauma is better than Mike Tyson. I've said it. I've said it.
Oh my God! You need to read 30 minutes in.
Right.
The master of knowledge, Alexander the Great, has said live on The Fight Is Right. He claims, and this is the clip for TalkSport London. Watch them call you in tomorrow. TalkSport London, Sky Sports, Box Nation, The Zone. The great
Moses
Fearon has claimed. Say it again, Spence.
Moses Itauma at this stage of his career is better than Mike Tyson.
Man said, "What is Spence smoking?"
All right.
Spence, stop. Just stop.
No,
that's what man knows.
No,
listen, you know why? Let me tell everybody this. Yeah. Let me tell everybody this.
Let me tell you.
When Spencer makes a prediction, go.
I'm telling you now. If you guys, you know why?
Man said they've unscribed. Nah. CBC boxing, ladder.
Tunde, listen to what I'm saying to you, right? And people ain't listening. I said not the Mike Tyson that beat Trevor Berman. That night, everything, the alignments of the stars, the universe, the gods, anything you want to call it, aligned there. I'm telling you now.
You know you're known for making some blunders on this thing here. You know, I'm just telling you. You know the internet don't go away.
I don't care.
Man like Bobby Wright knows the exact spot already. I'm just telling you.
Tunde, I'm not taking it back.
Come on,
right?
Love that.
I'm telling you. Listen to me. Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson was on the come up, because it's me. You see my man saying nah, and all the rest of it. All you lot weren't studying boxing them times there. I was studying boxing from then. Right? Tunde was kicking football. You know what I mean?
Don't start me, you know. You don't start me because you know I will clap back.
I don't miss about the clap back. Clap back what? Like I care. You was playing football. You weren't watching boxing. Shut your mouth. None of them. Let me listen to me. Nobody went on this thing like I was from 3 years old. Right? When I'm telling you, I watched Mike Tyson's come up. Mike Tyson was fighting old, fat cruiserweights on the come up. It was beautifully positioned, right? No one can't tell me. Go and watch his fight against Ratcliffe, right? I've watched all of them. Go and watch Mike Tyson when he fights James Quick Tillis, and James Quick Tillis took him to points. And I'm telling you, if the Mike Tyson that fought James Quick Tillis, and you took that James Quick Tillis and put him in with Moses Itauma will knock out the little cowboy, man. I'm telling you what I'm seeing.
Okay. Right?
No, Tunde. I don't listen. I'm telling you this now. Yeah?
All I'm telling you. Spencer, you're getting it in the comment section, mate.
I don't care.
You're getting it in the comment section.
I don't care.
But all I'm saying is we are going to recollect this evening. Few days short of Xmas, Christmas. Right. Man's already telling Spencer, put down the rum cakes. Spencer, put down the rum and coke. Right, louder rum and coke. Man say, bro, if Spencer don't stop this nonsense, they're not having it. They're unsubscribing. They're like, Spencer.
This is what makes the show. I am telling you again, yeah? There is nobody on Mike Tyson's resume at this stage, yeah, that resembles the McKean geezer of last night.
Dempsey McKean.
Right.
But who's Dempsey McKean? I'm not going to lie. Who's Dempsey McKean, though?
All right, but Dempsey McKean gave Hergovich a good run. Dempsey McKean gave Parker a good run. My man blapped him in 1 round, Tunde. And it wasn't no rush job like he didn't know what he was doing. It wasn't no bullet boy tactics. It was artful, decisive butchery, bro.
Come on.
Right? And I'm telling you, I know what I witnessed. What I witnessed there, I'm saying, nah, that mute there, you're taking a piss. So, man can say, and I'm going to say again, because people want to listen to what they listen to. I'm not saying the Mike Tyson of November of 1986, when he beat Trevor. No, that Mike Tyson, they're tyrannical. But I'm saying on the come up, Mike Tyson, wait a minute. People seem to forget. Mike Tyson went points with the old crackhead Mitch Blood Green. Do you really think you could put Mitch Blood Green in with Moses Itauma? Moses Itauma will mash it up his road, Tunde. I'm telling you now.
So Moses Itauma, at this stage of his career, is better than you claim he's better than Mike Tyson.
I've said it. I'm not taking it back.
Love that. Well, you know, I'm a man who just sit and watch. Sion Rashid says, whether I agree or disagree is irrelevant at this stage. I agree with Uncle Spencer that I was not watching Mike Tyson in '88, so I'm listening with intrigue. I'm here for the education. Now, I'm just going to say something, Spencer. Whether we was here or not here, there's a wonderful thing called the internet now. And you being there, you sound like them old granddads in the barbershop. It don't matter, fam. If I was there or I wasn't there, there's the internet.
It don't matter to
so
you.
all your knowledge, that was all relevant when there was no internet. Now there's internet. I can just level up on your knowledge by just sitting down and watching Mike Tyson from '88 on screen.
All right.
I don't know why brothers keep saying this. Man keeps saying this. Oh, I was there, you weren't there. Fam, I just switch on my I just turn on my tablet.
Hey, don't get upset. You wasn't there. You was watching your mom.
It don't matter if I was there. I didn't need to be there. There's the internet. I've got the internet, bro.
It is totally different, yeah?
It's not different. The same education. In fact, when you get older, your eyes start to get wearier. So I can't just bank on the knowledge that you have in your head from 1998. All I need to do, click onto YouTube, mate, press it, and I'm good to go. I've got all the knowledge you've got. And I've got it, and I didn't have to age to whatever age to get it. So that's irrelevant. This is what I'm trying to say about these old brothers in the barbershop. This is why I go at 6 a.m.
No.
I don't care if you was there or I weren't there. I just need to switch on my computer.
I'm going to mash you up. Go on, continue.
I just need to switch on my computer. That's what I need to do. Cool. But anyway, admittedly, you are the knowledge. You have the knowledge. But all I'm saying is that is a massive claim, Spencer. Massive claim. Because it's a massive claim because we know how this thing runs. And it's a long way. And you know how boxing is, especially nowadays. Fighters around that time were able to develop. They were able to develop and have time to learn their craft. In the age we live in now, it's all rushing, smash and grab. So it's going to be very hard to emulate or even beat the record of a young Mike Tyson. But, I mean, when I was in Vegas, everybody was saying there's a lot of bums on Mike's career. And I think that's what you're alluding to, that the level of competition.
And who said it to you, there's a lot of bums? Which great man said that to you?
I ain't going to say that, man.
All right, cool. Right.
But it was the
greatest trainers ever said that to Tunde, right? But it was like he hit like a mouthful. But
he ain't gonna say that, man. You try to get me in trouble, man.
Right, exactly. So therefore, no, Tunde, yeah? The opposition, that McKean demolition, yeah?
It's true.
Was wow. I don't business.
It's true. It's true.
It was wow. Right? So, off of that, right. I'm saying on the come up, I'm not talking when Mike Tyson world champion. Mike Tyson, when he's world champion, was another animal. Right? Was another animal. But I'm talking on the come up. If I'm doing a comparison, what he did yesterday was amazing. Right? And I've heard the stories of the sparrings of good men that he's sparred with. Yeah? Right? And good men that he's broke up. And as long as you can keep level-headed.
Yes. But this is the point I was going to make. You know, it's all right saying someone. I'm sure there's 100 youths in the US that's showing, you know, blinding skill and electric skill and just all like performances at 19. But what ultimately, and I was explaining this to a group of fighters today, where the test ultimately comes is outside of boxing. And that's what young Moses is going to have to contend with. Even now, you know, I think now it's just the boxing fraternity that is aware of this special talent. But very soon, probably the early part of next year, I think he's going to become more of a worldwide name and a worldwide star. And then it's about staying level-headed and coupling that with everything that comes with being a young superstar. Because that's what I see in Moses. I see a young superstar fighter who has the charisma, the personality, and most importantly, the fighting skill to be as great as the great ones. But it's early days. But I'm not going to put water on what you're saying because I want to believe it. I actually would love to believe it. He's doing everything right. Moses is doing everything right. And I can't see, I just what I just said, like, where did it go? Where did it go with Jollof Moses? Jollof Moses, because he's Nigerian. Again, another great Niger showing you that Nigers run the dance. Another great Nigerian coming through. We've had Anthony Joshua. We've now got Moses Itauma carrying the Niger flag. Jollof Joe Joyce was there for a hot minute. But the list goes on and on. We've got the great Don Charles. We've got yours truly, but I'm not putting myself in the equation. But there are many Nigerians that are carrying a flag that are represented.
You don't put yourself in the equation. You just did. I'm not putting, yeah, big up Bubba to enjoy it, but I'm not putting you just blended
yeah. But let's see. Listen, remember, it wasn't so long ago, everybody was talking about Ben Whitaker and how he was the next kid on the block. And one bad performance on one night where he got tested. Where he got tested.
Remember, comes out your mat is different. Never come out my mat.
Wait, Spence. Where he got tested mentally. It isn't the physicality. It is the way he got tested mentally. And that's what I'm waiting for Moses to overcome. And this is what I'm trying to say. I look at boxing from that perspective in a sense that if we look at Johnny Fisher last night, even though he may not be the next Mike Tyson or the next great heavyweight coming from the UK, he mentally overcome adversity last night. And so from this point forward, let's hope he moves on from it. So right now, there is absolutely nothing you can say negative or even question Moses Itauma because his performances are just out of this world. They're literally from a different stratosphere. And I just love it. He's such a humble young man, you know, quiet, doesn't say much, but it's just great for me to see and credit to his father for doing the job he's done with both of his boys, to be fair, because we're now forgetting Carol Itauma. Carol is also a beautiful young man, a boxer, you know, fell short in one contest, but it doesn't mean that his career's over. So we see what comes from Carol still. Hopefully his brother's rise can, you know, get him back in the groove. But yeah, Ebenezer Tete should fight Itauma next. Dylan White's last opponent. That's it again, Francis. I'm giving you the matchmaking, mate. Francis Warren, I'm giving you the matchmaking. I'm telling you, you know, Francis always used to phone me and say, Tun, what do you think about this one? I'm like, bro, Francis, that's the next match, mate.
Tun. He shouldn't fight that man.
Why?
I'm telling you that.
Why?
No, he should fight Charles Martin. Because Charles Martin is a reputable name. He's a former world champion. Who? Charles Martin.
Charles Martin.
Yeah.
But he's always burning weed, though.
So, listen.
Charles Martin's always burning weed.
That Ghana man there was jamming some different kind of Gary last night. When he fought Dylan White last week.
It was good. It was a good. He came and gave a good fight.
Tunde, let me tell you this. I'm sorry. But for what I'm recognizing now, he's a young, explosive fighter. He's a southpaw to boot. He would destroy that man early, 2 rounds.
Well, listen, but this is the point I'm making, Spencer. There are many people that he's going to destroy because he's just that guy.
Right.
He's just that kid. He's just that kid. And this is what I'm saying. Who puts their fighter in with young Moses Itauma right now? Who? The board have nominated David Adelaide to fight Moses.
I like David a lot. That fight's not going to happen.
Why? The board have nominated it.
So what does that mean? Yeah, I mean,
the board
iron board, because the board can't iron that nothing. So it's not that fight's not happening. Let's just call it as it is.
Well, you never know. Did I read last night that someone said Frank said that ain't the guy in a different direction? Yeah, I don't know. I think I read that. I don't know how true that is. Andre Buchanan says Warren will not make that fight. Who knows? Don't say that because Frank will make the fight. Don't say Frank will make the fight. If it makes sense, it makes sense. I don't know how much sense that makes at this stage, but it's like I keep saying, ultimately, these fighters got to stop ducking and dodging. They got to fight. It's the fight game. It's the fight game. And now we're going to get, again, there's so many topics, but let us get on to what next for Tyson Fury. Now, all of a sudden, we again have a situation like Amir Khan, Kell Brook, like Ricky Hatton, Junior Witter. Now, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury. We now are being given the fight when it's left. It's wrong. I mean, not it's wrong. It's gone. Thank you, Monty Singh, for the $20. 20 pounds, 20 sterling, 20 naira.
Monty, pick up yourself. Always.
Usyk won. Media need to stop crying. Media, I don't know, maybe that's someone, need to stop crying over it. And so does Fury. Felt for Usyk has had his moment soiled by Dynamite Daniel Dubois. AJ also spoiled his moment, second fight. AJ also spoiled his moment in the second fight. DD ain't beating Usyk. More chance of Stevie Wonder winning the world. Winning the world dance. No, that's a disrespect to Stevie. But I get your point, sir. I'll read it very quickly again. Usyk won. I needed to stop crying over it, and so does Fury. Felt for Usyk, had his moment soiled by DDD. AJ also spoiled his moment. Second, in the second fight, DD ain't beating Usyk. More chance of Stevie Wonder winning the World Darts Series. He didn't put series, but I just put series. Yeah, so Spencer, now we are being fed a fight that really has been spoiled, or let's use Monty's word, soiled, because you allow Mr. Wand, Mr. Magic Wand, to just mash up everything. Mash up everything. Now, Spencer, I'll ask you a question. Does Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury have the same feeling, the same buzz it would have had before Tyson Fury fought Usyk last night? Or even before that?
But let's go back to the 70s when good men fought each other, not for world titles, and there were still big fights.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Ron Lau versus George Foreman is the catalyst of non-title world-class fighters fighting each other. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Right.
I'm telling you for real. I'm still watching it. I'm still paying whatever they're asking to pay. I'm going to see it.
Right. Because it is still the best of the generation for the UK to fight each other. It's still got a lot of pull, right? Anthony Joshua still got a lot of pull. Tyson Fury has an immense pull. Go and fight each other. Just, you know what I mean? Just have it out. Let's go and fight each other.
You know I think so.
Because
I mean, I just wanted to hear what you had to say. But I still think the fight has legs. It does have legs. And regardless, I think when all said and done, we're all fight fans. And fighters, I mean, I don't want to mention another fight that keeps on being avoided, which involves myself and another fighter, because I said I'm not mentioning.
No, I don't care.
My charger. Wait, this Spence. I said I'm not mentioning that again, but we are getting this situation where a lot of people, there's never going to be given the full credit. It's like Mayweather beating Manny Pacquiao when he ultimately ended up fighting him. Sorry, I got to plug in my charger, Spence.
All right, cool.
Yeah, when he ultimately ended up fighting Manny Pacquiao, the talk was Floyd would have never beat Pacquiao in Pacquiao's prime. Some people may feel otherwise, but we didn't get the fight when we wanted to see it. Pacquiao had been knocked out before that. And so, I mean, listen, we still got the fight. It was still one of the highest grossing fights of all time. And it is what it is. And I believe Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, Anthony Joshua. Before, it was definitely Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. No, first of all, it was AJ versus Fury. Then it turned to Fury versus AJ. Now, it's anyone's fight. Because they've both been beaten by Magic Man, Alexander Usyk. But who would you still say is the bigger name going in to a possible Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight?
Who's the bigger name?
Yes.
In the UK?
No, worldwide, as a global star.
Well, worldwide, you know what? You can't go against anything that Anthony Joshua's done. And his name is Big Tom. Just call it as it is. His name is big. He's commercially more viable than Tyson Fury. Right?
You sure? Oh yeah, I think I read that on. But didn't I read something that Fury is up there as well? It can't be more than AJ. No. I know. I'm saying it can't be.
But I'm not taking that away from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's big as well. So that's why these guys should be fight and done. You know
Leah O said it's still AJ. AJ is still the biggest name. AJ still has got the better resume according to Hybrid Ultra 13X. And we here on the Fight Is Right are big fans of AJ. We're also big fans of Tyson Fury. So, okay, Joshua is a global brand. I hear that. But how wild and weird it is that even after the Magic Man, the assassin, dethroning, defeating, beating our best heavyweights, Chisora, Dubois, AJ, Fury, after bracking up all these men, we are still not talking about Alexander Usyk first. We're talking about AJ Fury.
Look,
and that's wild, Spence.
Son, are you Ukrainian? If you're from the Ukraine, you'll be talking about my man first. That's how it goes. Come on, let's just be real.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Bellew as well. Let's not forget Bellew was in the mix as well. Right. Bellew got asked by
He did. But I'm saying now, Alexander Usyk, he is a G-ton.
Where does he rank? Where does he rank in your top 10? Is he in your top 10 heavyweights of all time? Could he have competed in any era?
Ton, I just got to be real with it and say I believe that he could have. The reason why is because, like I'm saying to you, when everyone was saying, Tyson Fury had been too big for Muhammad Ali, it'd have been too big for Ali, and then we've just seen a man the same size as Muhammad Ali, same height as Muhammad Ali, even though as a southpaw fighter, the same weight as Muhammad Ali, just beat Tyson Fury twice. You know what I mean? So now you got to think about
Ali, yeah?
Same weight.
Wow.
220 pounds. Ali, 220 pounds. Ali went from 205 all the way up to 225 pounds. So you got to start thinking now, like, you know what? Right. So now you got to look at it and say, you know, I'm so happy for Alexander Usyk because he's allowed us to put things in perspective. Because he's the bigger man. do we hear? He's the bigger man. So therefore, because someone's big, that means that they're meant to win.
But I already said this. And going back to that point, do you feel the weight benefited or was
A hindrance.
chain on Tyson Fury?
I don't think it was, because Tyson Fury boxed incredibly well yesterday.
Yeah, but I was so impressed with the movement of that weight. And as I said, in that 11th round, the speed of his punches was phenomenal. Still in that 11th round, for a man of that size, I see him in the changing room and I'm like, hold on, what's going on here?
No, let's not get forward. Tyson Fury's a G.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? He's a G. But you know what? I don't know what exactly was said in the corner. Yeah. But in a fight like that, I would have had him keep on pumping his jab. You know what I mean? That's what I've done. Because when he was pumping the jab and not trying to get involved, he was superb. Because when he was...
Go on, sorry, Spence. I shouldn't cut you. Go on.
Yeah.
He was talking about pumping out his jab.
Yeah, he's come on. Tyson Fury's a G, man. Come on, let's.
Someone just said Shavers would have hit Usyk so hard his feet would have ended up back in Kiev. 70s fighters made of different gravy, but that's not what actually I was looking at. Someone said Tyson Fury put weights in his jacket to make the scales that heavy. Now that's believable, you know, Spence.
Could be.
That's believable. That's actually believable. I'm like, bro, how is this man moving like this? Almost 300 pounds. So Tyson might have been busting a little tricknology there. I don't know. I would only know if Tyson Fury came out and told us the honest truth.
If Tyson Fury was trying to do the trickology, it didn't work.
It didn't work. And I said that when he's looking in his eyes. I'm like, Tyson Fury's doing that.
Look at that. Wait, look at that. 4 stone, yeah. 4 stone, 4 pounds difference.
Yeah, that's mad. That's crazy.
Tyson
Fury's doing the eyes.
4 pounds. Listen, I don't business. We put weights on and they'll put weights on. You know what I mean? You're lost.
Tyson Fury went 281. No way. No way. The way it's making sense now. He was moving to. Hold on. Was he just yawning?
No.
I'm gonna rewind it, you know. Bobby Wright, tell me.
I'll wipe my nose because a bit.
Okay. I'm on you today. I don't know yawning business. But
don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about that.
Tyson Fury, yeah. No. I need to know. Because listen, credit to Tyson if he was that weight and he was moving in so much flow and fluidity. That was brilliant. But let us go back to a possible Tyson Fury. Come on, bro. You know my eyes are sharp. Possible Tyson Fury versus Spencer. You know that look Spencer gets, that little cheeky schoolboy look. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. All right, people. No, yawn. Just checked. Bobby Wright said he just checked. You weren't yawning. So you know Bobby's my little cameraman. Yeah. Spence, how does Anthony Joshua fare with Tyson Fury?
I don't know. How do you think he fare? I don't know. Because you know what?
I would say it's going to be a very difficult fight based on the Tyson Fury I saw last night.
Right.
Because the Tyson Fury, but again, it's to do with motivation. Beans on toast. You say Fury's days are over, but that was a good. I'll be the first to say. I'll be the first to say if I feel a man needs to pack it in. But on that, and I was saying prior to the broadcast that this could be the last fight for both of them. Because Tyson loses. Where do you go? You fight Anthony Joshua. AJ was defeated by Daniel Dubois. You know. And I said for Usyk, he beats Tyson. What much more does he have to prove? But after last night, both these fighters at least have another 2, 3, 4 fights in them, Spence. Because Tyson Fury was sharp. Tyson Fury was sharp.
Razor sharp.
Tyson Fury, as Edna said, he ain't done. He was sharp, bro. He is his hand speed, his movement, his ability to take a shot. It didn't look a bit off balance 1 or 2 times in a fight, but nothing where you say, "Oh, no, his legs are gone," and and I think that's what most people thought. His legs are gone. He can't take a punch, but it just shows you. If God is for you, no one can be against you, especially when you believe in yourself and not what others have said. And that's basically what you need. You need these guys at this level have that. They have the ability to block out all negativity and perform on the highest stage. And what Tyson Fury did last night was prove to himself first, his family second, and the boxing, the wider boxing public, is that he's not finished, Spence. He's not finished. There's a lot of gas left. I know his wife might not be happy about that because I know his wife she's like, "Come on, Tyson, man. We got everything. We got everything. We don't need no more of this." Like, bro, like, come on, man. We don't need hold on. It's always the Nigerians, isn't it? It's always the Nigers. I don't know. Remember, I just told you Nigerians are great people, but they're also bad mind. Like, what do you mean I'm on board with the TalkSport man and propaganda? Bro, don't let me start. You're trying to get me on one this evening. Everything has been going. It's me giving you energy. But on Tunba Agoloron, shut up. Shut up, please, I beg. Don't start with your nonsense. I mean, what is the propaganda? That's the point. We're talking about boxing. We're talking about opinions. Why do I have to be on board with anybody's propaganda? Have I not the ability to make my own judgments? Nobody ain't paying me no money to front their propaganda. So why am I doing it? So come on, man. Don't be stupid, bro. Don't be stupid. Just take a cup of tea. But yeah, Samuel, we already know what time it is. But yeah, anyway, Leah, I've told you about these Niger, man. I keep telling you, these Nigerians, and I'm saying it because I'm Nigerian. Like, why would you, like, why? Why is it always you guys that come with these negative comments? Or are you bots? Are you bots playing? Daniel, are you bots? You best man, I just block you. But I just, yeah, you know that one, didn't see me, stupid boy. Little fool. Little fool. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Otu Bonga. I might just rewind and Otu delete you. You like that one? Anyway, I'm having too much fun to even get into that this evening. Spence, Tyson Fury has got. Tyson Fury has. Yeah, I told you, Leah, you're there defending these Niger man. Why? Why? Don't defend them, because you can see that it's either Spencer's brethren. Spencer, you know, Spencer's got bare Nigerian friends. Sorry, Spencer has a lot of Nigerian friends. Look at that. And my dad is texting me from Nigeria as we speak. See, it's all connected. Oh, I don't even want to say the text he just said. But yeah, you can't defend them. They're always on me. I don't know why. Victor said, I'm not even calling his name. I refuse to give this brother air. Keeping myself out of big man business. Yeah, I'm telling you, these Nigers. You know what I'm talking about. Mine Marshy, Shante, you are dealing with them. You know, your little nephew is one of them. Blaine Broomfield Music, thank you for the 4. That looks like Euro, Spencer, where is Usyk ranked amongst all-time greats? Let's get back to the boxing.
Thank you.
Come on, Spence.
He's up there, right? Simply because of what he's done, he's up there. Because when you take a scalp like a Tyson Fury, you're also taking the scalps that Tyson Fury
has taken.
What are you talking about?
You said he's also taking the scalps that
what are you talking
Tyson
about,
Fury has taken. Huh?
Yeah, he's taking scalps. He's taking good scalps.
Yes. But you just said that Tyson Fury
is taking the previous scalp.
But you said that
I have to always assess man to say, is he a top 10 all time when they're retired?
Say that again.
Who?
What? Bro, Don't get me angry. Talk fluently and clearly.
Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder.
You're mumbling, bro.
He's beating Klitschko, right?
You're mumbling.
Tyson Fury is beating Deontay Wilder.
What?
Tyson Fury.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. But stop talking like you're some
blinking thingy, man.
Talking all low and all that.
Tyson, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Talk properly, bro.
Right. Tyson Fury has beat.
Why are you stopping for? You're trying to get me mad in it.
What are you talking about?
Why are you stopping?
What are you talking about?
Bro, you're moving like you're the Matrix. Bro, you're moving like you're glitching or something. You're moving like
what?
You're moving like, bro. You're moving like the rubber.
It's so easy to wind up. Now listen, Tyson Fury.
bro, you're moving mad. You're moving like the Baileys are setting the system. No. You're doing it on purpose. You must admit
it's the connection, man. The connection.
Huh?
Let me jump out and jump back in. Bro,
you've been drinking. Jump out and jump back in, please. I beg. Bro, you know what, Spencer? You know me, I'm sharp. I can't be all this. Bro, Spencer's AI. Spencer, bro, Bobby Rat. That's what they've done. They put an AI Spencer on there to try and find out what is in the brain of Tunde Ajayi. This is what they've done. No, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. They have put a fake Spencer Fearon, who now calls himself Alexander. I didn't even know. No, this man's name was Alexander for all these years. I messed up. Oh my goodness gracious! Wait, where's the tissue? Oh my god, bro! That was Spencer Fearon. Spencer Fearon. My goodness gracious me. Oh my god. The man tried calling himself. The man tried calling himself Alexander. So Alexander. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. My head. Oh my goodness gracious me. Spencer. Spencer. Oh my god. Spencer. Oh, please, goodness gracious me. Spencer. Spencer, can you tell me what area you grew up in, please? Can you tell me what area you grew up in, please? I need to know. Spencer, what area did you grow up in?
I grew up in Kenton, mate.
How many children have you got? How many children have you got? I need to know that this is not an AI Spencer. I need to know. Please let me know. How many children have you got?
The thing wasn't working, Ton.
Oh, I'm not gonna say what year you was born. We know it was your birthday yesterday. What other question could I ask? Who was your last professional boxing contest against?
And you were at my corner for that one, Ton.
Who is it?
Gilbert Eastman.
All right, cool. This is not the Matrix. That's again. This is not the Matrix. Spencer is not a clone. He has answered key questions that only the real Spencer Fearon would know. So, so I think we can continue the show without any concern for an AI imposter. Spencer Fearon, my brother from another, the one, the only, Mr. Spencer Alexander the Great Fearon, the knowledge, aka Spirit Done. Anyway, Spenny Rankin, now that we have laughed, or now that I have laughed for a long time. Oh man, that was a laugh. Spence, where was we? AJ Fury. Who wins?
On the performance that we saw yesterday, Tyson Fury. I'm going off the performance that we saw yesterday because you got to go by. You're only as good as your last performance.
Does the fight still do at Wembley?
Of course it would. It would ram out Wembley. Right? I'm going off the performance, but Styles do literally make fights. And I know AJ be looking to go on bang with Tyson Fury. So, and it'd be different as well because I know for a fact Ben Davison wouldn't work with AJ for that fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's gone on record saying, like, if them two were to fight, I wouldn't be involved. But you said that, we don't know, you
know. Paul L Finance. So you can see from the show, there is still interest in this fight, which
there is interest. Because I agree with Paul L Finance that AJ could knock out Tyson, but it's whether he's in the mind space for it. Because I ain't gonna lie, for the build-up for this fight, Tunde, I was very, very nervous for Tyson Fury because he wasn't effing and blinding. He was very subdued. But then when I see at the press conference afterwards, and he start effing blind and start going mad, I said, yeah, that's what I wanted to see.
Very, very interesting.
Because don't AJ has to be locked in. If AJ's locked in, I don't business who the guy is, you're in trouble. But he has to be locked in.
Yeah, I believe AJ will get up for this fight as well.
Okay.
AJ will get up for this fight, and Fury will get up for the fight. I feel it's the one fight both guys would still would be tremendously confident in winning. Both of them will be tremendously confident in winning. And I feel that, as Tyson Fury said after the first Usyk fight, he will not retire without fighting Anthony Joshua. So, as you said, typical Sade, typical. You've just arrived. You messed the key points of the show. Always turning up late. You gotta come on time. Stop making an entrance. But anyway, big up Sade in the building, aka Jador. What does that mean? You know, all this time I don't know what that means. I have to do, Google research. But yeah, Spence. I think that can we really go off last performances? That's another thing. Can we really go off last performance? Because if we was to go off Tyson Fury's last performance, you would have said it was going to be a clear victory for Usyk. A lot of people, and I'm going to say, including myself, was even predicting a stoppage. I was even thinking Usyk's going to stop him because I thought he was so dominant in the first fight that, what more there was a time delay between us. I've just been told. That's why I said it wasn't you, Spencer. It was a time delay with YouTube. But anyway, I hope there's not a time delay now. Yeah. Where was I? I was saying, what was I saying, Spence? Ciao. Got too much things running in my head at the same time. Half Past Fashion just asked a question, Spence. She said, "Are you guys getting paid from good AdSense from all the adverts on your lives?" Real question, because there's so many of them. That's interesting. Well, I hope so. We have to talk to Manny about that. You know, Manny, we only see Manny when he does the blasted poster and ducks out.
Yeah. We have to have words with that. You know?
Yeah, we need to cut his money for that.
Trust me.
But yeah, Fury looked very good, and we can't go off last performances, because if we go off the last performance of Fury, I wasn't intending for him to be so sharp last night, to be able to carry that weight around for so long. If indeed he was the actual weight, some claiming now that he put weights in his jacket to make him appear bigger. But it was funny, maybe Usyk was in on the antics because he also weighed in with his clothes, Spence.
Yeah, we with his clothes, heavyweight boxing. You know what I mean?
Do you believe that? Sade said there was a time that Usyk could have stopped Tyson in the fight. I didn't really see that personally.
No, I neither.
Maybe you was so wanting Usyk to stop Tyson that your eyes was playing tricks. Because that's possible. But I didn't see that. I just saw a dominant. There was even I think it was the fifth. Usyk had a bad round and he just came back out and just said, "Yeah, all right, cool. I'm going to show you what great fighters do." And he just came back and Paul L fighters. See, this is what I can't take about you, man. He said, since I didn't big up Tunde start losing a little focus still. That's Spencer. That's my longest brethren. Now for you that don't know where I'm going, but that's my longest friend in this thing here. So I'm glad that she's with us tonight here on The Fight Is Right. So I ain't losing focus, don't worry. It's Spencer. It's the AI Spencer that's maybe. What are you doing, Spencer, actually? You got your head down, obviously on the phone. You're moving like Kanye West when he was in Cool the other day. You're moving like Kanye. We need to know what's going on. So who are you texting? Is it somebody in the boxing fraternity that can come on and jump on the live and give us their opinion? In fact, if anyone wants to come on to speak about the Johnny Fisher controversy, the Tyson controversy, anything like that, come true. I'm going to put the link up in the description box, and it'd be good to hear. You know, I always like, especially Rob Mayer. I know Rob Mayer's got something to say about Johnny Fisher last night and that contest and how it went. So if anyone wants to come in, I've just put it up on this. Didn't it come up? Hold on. Yeah, I've just put it up in the description box. Press the link, come in. Matthew M. Who told you that Anthony's not fighting no more? We just had a fight in October. We are now in December. Fighters don't fight every 2 months. 2025 will be a great year for him and us, I believe. So don't worry. You know, as I've said, certain guys need to just stop ducking and dodging and let's get cracking. And then we carry on from there. But this is not that discussion today. That's for another time. But we are going into the end of this year, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and get ready for 2025. Now, Rem Riss is backstage, and I want to know what Rem Riss has to say and what the topic of discussion is this evening. Good evening, Rem. You have to unmute your mic, my man. Rem, yeah.
How you doing,
sir?
I'm cool. How you doing? What's good, Spencer? What's good?
I'm good, my bro. What's cracking, man?
Wait there. I've got AB in the building as well. So, good evening, AB.
Good. Yeah, no, how are you?
All good. This is what I like to see. So, gentlemen, what are we talking about today?
I think if we start with the Fisher fight, I think in my opinion, and my brother made a good point as well. I think with Fisher, I think he starts so quick, like he was unloading very quickly, and it's like power punches. And I feel like rounds 1 to 4 I gave to Fisher, but from like 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, it was Allen. And then the last round could have gone either way. So it
based
was.
on... Go on.
No. So yeah, I was just saying. So it was a case of, in my opinion, I thought Allen won that. But I think one thing I will say though is I feel like Fisher this is just me anyway. I feel like he just needs to start with like just establishing the jab a bit more, and rather than just going for like the knockout very early. And I think Allen, with the experience he had, he knew that, and he just waited his time, and then he just was very calculated with it.
Spence, what you got to say about that, Spence?
Well, remember, unfortunately, we're saying AB. I didn't get to see the first 5 rounds of the fight, so I wouldn't have a major opinion on the rounds that I did see. Fisher was getting punched up.
I guess we should get into the show before I start getting emotional. They haven't been.
So I don't know, but I am gonna watch the fight tonight. I mean, when I'm laying down, I'm gonna watch the fight.
Okay, my opinion is kind of much like yours, in the sense that the early part of the fight was definitely Johnny Fisher's, and the second half of the fight will in spurts belong to Dave Allen. But I just feel like the punch volume was definitely with. I mean, I think there was 2 rounds, 3 rounds, what was clear for Dave Allen.
Yeah,
and the rest of them was really toss-ups. So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe it was a robbery. In terms of Johnny Fisher establishing his jab, let us not forget that he's a rugby player. He just come in this thing.
One thing. No, Karen. Sorry,
No, Karen.
No, I was just gonna say one thing. I will say, he definitely knows how to grab, like, hold properly.
That's the rugby.
Yeah, man, that's the rugby coming in.
That's the rugby, bro. That's the rugby, and you know what? It shows that everything plays its part. It definitely helped him a lot last night with the grappling, because it saved them precious moments. And yeah, it was good. AB, stay there. Remris, I really should have spoke to you first because you was the first. But what you got to say, big man?
Hi there, Tunde.
Hello. I didn't really see that fight.
Wait. Hold on. Let me just mute the mic of others. So we're only listening to you for now. Go ahead, Rem.
What's up?
I didn't really see that fight, so I really came for the Fury. Let's talk about the Fury fight.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that was just like clear Usyk, and I just think Tyson Fury just making himself look like a coward by the way he's responding to the loss. It's embarrassing. Even the media and everything is so embarrassing. Frank Warren, all the commentators saying, "Oh, that was so close. I had it scored a draw." Just like, what's going on here? Like, you're just losing all credibility now. Just losing all credibility.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. But Spence, I'll let you answer that first, Spence.
You know what? You have to understand where they're coming from. They've got a vested interest. They're emotionally involved.
Yes,
so they're gonna say that because it's like I've been ringside for loads of my friends' fights, and I'm calling it wide. I'm calling it like 8-4 and them kind of things. And then when you go home and watch it, it's a lot closer. That's just with friends. I'm not earning for them, but we've got a love and respect. So there's an emotional attachment there. When you've got an emotional and financial attachment there, you're gonna see things how you want to see them.
Yes, agreed. But Rem, I mean, so you definitely feel there was no controversy. You definitely feel the right man won the fight, and
I think he won it. He won it even easier than the first fight. And there was a lot of times when he hit Fury with the big left hand, and he could have like jumped on him, and he just stepped off. Just like I don't need to take him out. Like I feel like he felt that Fury was like feeling the pace, so he just thought, I don't need to jump on him. I'm just gonna keep slow cooking him. Like every time he let his hands go, like it's like Fury's having problems. Like you can't punch with him because Fury was just throwing like 1-2, 1-2. When he was throwing like 3s and 4s, like you can't punch with him. And then he was going to the body a lot with the straight shots to the body, and I think Tyson was feeling the pace. It's just like another day at the office for him.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I did hear Usyk say it was easier than the first fight. I don't really agree with that. I think that's just him responding to things that have been said and done to him after the event. It was definitely a good fight. But you're right. You're right. And the reason why I say you're right was the thing what I claimed was going to be the biggest contributing factor in the fight in the first place, which was one, the weight, and the fact that we knew that Usyk would not stop coming. That was it. So really, it was the stamina. It was the stamina. Usyk was able to do what he can do for longer, and at very, very key moments in the fight. So yeah, thank you for another great opinion there. If you want to hang on, you can hang on. But let me bring in the next person who came up was Montiago. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Tunde. How's it going, brother?
Come on, all good, all day, every day.
All good, love and respect, man. I got a lot of love and respect for you, what you've been doing in the sport.
Thank you.
You and Anthony Yarde, you guys are big motivation for me. I'm a white collar fighter myself, and likewise with Spencer Fearon. Big up yourself, brother. I followed you guys from a long time. I watch your videos.
Bro.
Big love and respect, man. And back to the Fury versus Usyk. Honestly, I just thought, I know you lot might hate on me for this, but I just thought it was a robbery in my opinion. I just thought Fury won.
No, this is what I like to hear.
But maybe I need to watch it again. But I watched it live, and honestly, I just felt like the bigger man won with the long jabs, all of that, and the long jabs, and he had defense. Like he was rolling a lot of the shots, and he had high guard in the first couple of in the early rounds. I just felt like he won it clearly. The first 6 rounds, the first 7 rounds, maybe. And towards the end.
Listen, Tyson Fury somewhere, somebody in the Tyson Fury camp tonight is watching this, and they are saying, let me find out who this brother is. Because, bro, I'm telling you, you got conveying ideas backstage cracking up. He's saying, what's this brother smoking, fam? He's saying, what's this brother smoking? But I'm telling you, it's the opinions which make the world go round. And I love to hear that, you know, and again, it's the perspective that many people, it's just not you, so it ain't nobody hate. You're not getting no hating from outside, but there were a lot of people last night at ringside that felt that Tyson Fury done enough, namely himself. You know, he asked Ben Davison backstage, what did he think? Davison said he think it was close. He did think they was going to give it to Tyson Fury, and even me and Spencer. I thought before them scorecards was read, I was like, you know what? They're going to give it to Tyson just to set up the trilogy. But it wasn't done. So if you believe Tyson Fury was the victor, what did you score it? My man's gone, bro. All right. Well, good point. He's a Tyson Fury. Maybe he'll come back on. But
we're covering ideas because she was just cracking up. Like,
yeah. Conveying ideas. You've been waiting patiently. You're in the building. What's going on, my man?
Good evening, gentlemen. As always, love and respect to my man. Them love what you do. Yeah, enough respect. I'm going to touch on one third thing about the Fury Usyk fight, which hasn't been mentioned, but your guy Anthony Yarde brought up on TalkSport. When they was talking about the showboating.
Yes, sir.
Right? Usyk said last night that the fight was easier. And if you listen to an interview with Ross Amner said the fact that Fury wasn't showboating made it easier for Usyk to catch the timing and the rhythm of the fight last night. So in that way, it was easier. However, Fury was sharp in the Ross last night.
I'm telling you, bro.
Fury was sharp in the Ross last night. And that Fury there, bring back a little bit of showboating. I can't see AJ dropping the same licks on him that Usyk did. And AJ would have to drop them licks on him to knock him out. And I don't see that happening.
That is such a brilliant comment. Conveying expert opinion, Spencer Fearon. I can't wait to hear what your view on that is.
No,
Because
I've told you that the guy that we saw yesterday in Tyson Fury, like, regardless that he never got the decision, in his mind he believes that he won. But I'm telling you, he was sharp, bro.
sharp. I was like, hold on.
Friday-
Where is it, bro? The speed still in the 11th round.
All right.
And you can see that this man's so focused for this fight, Spencer.
Right.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. And you can see also, you can see that he wanted to be there.
Yes.
He wanted to be there. Right? He was fighting for more than just himself. It wasn't selfish, greedy reasons why he was fighting for. Now, I'm saying again, right? And I love Anthony Joshua. But I don't know if the desire is there now. I don't know. I want it to be there because I think if Joshua sticks it on anyone, he's going to mash them up. But it's where he wants to.
Conveying ideas, hold tight. Let me hear for Highbury, and then I'm going to bring everyone in the mix, unless everybody can, comment on what each has said. Highbury, unmute your mic. Yes, sir. How you doing?
What's up, man? Can you
Come on.
video? Yeah, long time no speak, man. I think the last time we spoke was Haney Garcia, so it's been a while.
Is what?
Yeah, on the fight. I think the last fight we spoke was Haney after Haney Garcia.
Okay, Haney Garcia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, on the fight, for me, the whole robbery talk, I feel like that word nowadays gets thrown around too easily, especially in these bigger fights. You get a lot of casual fans that watch one fight a year, and they come throwing around the word robbery. That's what happens.
Yeah, come on.
A 7, even if you put it towards Fury 7-5, it ain't a robbery. A close fight can never be a robbery. Do you know what I'm saying? For me personally, I had the scorecard exactly the same as the judges. I had an 8-4 Usyk, but I could see why people would say 7-5 Usyk or have it closer. There were loads of swing rounds in there that you could have gave it either way. It's just kind of subjective into what you're judging it by, really and truly. But I felt the cleaner shots, especially the power punches, Usyk was landing them cleaner than Fury. A lot of the punches that Fury was throwing, that he was putting a lot behind his shots, they were landing on Usyk's gloves. He landed a good uppercut in one of the later rounds. I think it was round 11, it might have been around 10. But Usyk was landing that backhand all night, man. And I felt like, when you look at it across the whole fight, Usyk landed the better shots. And I felt like also, for the smaller guy, and a lot of the talk coming into the fight was Fury's going to put him on the back foot. I thought Usyk, push the pressure in the fight. And when you're the the challenger against the champion, you have to take the belts away from the champ. You can't be fighting on the back foot and, trying to nick rounds. You got to force the issue. So for me, I don't really get the robbery talks. It's not a robbery at all. And people just need to give Usyk his respect, man. I feel like maybe it's because he can't speak English properly and stuff like that. But, bro, we got to give people their flowers when they're around. And we're witnessing greatness right now, live in the flesh. And I think people, maybe they won't realize it now, but 10, 20 years from now, they'll understand how good he is. And if he retires now, he's one of the all-time greats, 100%. You can't argue with it. He's beaten everyone. He's never ducked. He's never done no antics. They tried to offer him 70-30 in the first fight. He called their bluff. He said, I don't care. He'll probably take the Dubois fight again. That's the type of guy he is. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, you just got to give him his respect. On AJ Fury, I'll be honest, it's a good fight, but I'm not really... Again, it's one for the casuals, I think, to be honest with you. It's one of them, last payday for both of them. Get out of the way, big fight. I think AJ knocks out Fury, though, man. I think AJ knocks out Fury.
Oh, wow.
If they fight. But, yeah, I don't think it's one that excites me too much. I think you got to just give it to the young bulls coming up, Itauma, Dubois. You know what I mean? Time for the new generation, but yeah. That's all I got to say. Big on.
Excellent. Right.
Love, my friend. Very good. Very, very good analysis.
Very, very good. Remris AB, conveying ideas. You can all unmute your mic and let's get into some discussions where we can all put in our inputs. And again, if there's anyone who wants to come through, listen, It's a public platform. If there's any disrespect, you will be blocked and removed immediately. So don't come with no foolishness, no little man sent in to try and mash up the thing. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work.
Hey Tunde.
The link's up there for everybody. Come on, man. Let's talk boxing, man. So the Usyk, we've spoken about the Usyk Fury again. Is there any other topics of discussion which we can go into? Whether it be
the AI.
The what?
The AI
judge.
Yeah.
How accurate was the AI judge last night, people?
Not accurate at all. Let me tell you this. AI told me already. I thought that was Ian John Lewis.
Hey, everyone, maybe you don't know who John Lewis is. John Lewis used to work for the British Boxing Board of Control. Very controversial referee, but a nice guy, to be fair.
No, a lovely guy.
Spencer saying John Lewis was the AI ref. But the AI ref had it 118-112. You thought that was Sergio Mora. You thought it was Sergio Mora, bro. But you know what? One fight which we have not spoken about this whole
Ishmael Davis.
Yes, sir.
I see it there.
The Ishmael Davis Boachuk fight. I mean, we need to talk about this because where in one respect you can say, yeah, you know, it's a chance of a lifetime, you know, an opportunity to get money. But I mean, that was a big step up at a week's notice. You already done it for Josh Kelly. What effects could this have on his career after being flogged last night? Spencer phoned me. Spencer's like, I'm telling you. Spencer's like, this Ishmael Davis, bro. I'm telling you, he's going to cause an upset. I said, bro, you know, I'm a man who bigged up Ishmael from the first day I saw this boy. Tremendous southpaw, so much ability, love his story and everything. But there is levels in this thing for a reason. And you don't just go into that fight. If you're thinking about the longevity of your career, if the people around you are thinking about the longevity, and when I say people, I'm not talking about promoters.
Management.
In some cases, I'm not even talking about managers. I'm talking about your trainer. So it's like you got to level it up. You got to level up. It's like this is like a novice fighting a top Ukrainian who bust up Virgil Ortiz, but never got the decision. So I want to know what the people think about the matchmaking and his performance in that fight.
I can't lie. The first couple rounds, I was like, okay, I see what he's doing, changing his stance as well, and he had some success with it. But the thing I found was, I think Boachuk was just collecting data.
Trust me.
And then he just, from round 3, he just switched and he just put it on him.
It was round 2 he got clapped down. It was round 2.
Was it the second half of round 2 when he got clapped down and Ishmael Davis knew, he was like, that was kind of like it caught him off guard because he even shook his head.
I hope he wasn't too badly affected after last night. Joe up there in Stoke. It says they played it off as an opportunity, but what an opportunity! I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't have a long-term effects to him because that was a real pasting last night. A real pasting that he got so early. So that's 2 fights, and you know sometimes I think it's like gambling on yourself. Really, you know, why should you be rushed into these fights?
I'll just say something on that real quick. Yeah, there's a bigger topic at hand with these British fighters rushing the process too much, and you have to question their advisors because I see this a lot with British fighters. Instead of just focusing on the craft and working their way up the ladder and improving their skills fight by fight, they get these opportunities. Especially, I've noticed it more since Saudis come in the picture, and they see the paycheck. And listen, I understand it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fair play to the guy. He's made a shit ton of money. You know what I'm saying? But At what
Well,
cost?
we say that we say that Spencer knows the figures, and I think a lot of people will be surprised at the checks that these fighters are ultimately ending up receiving.
Well, then there you go. So again, at what cost, rather than working on your craft and working your way up to a level where you can actually win these fights? Because listen, Bocek's one of the best prospects out there. He never stood a chance in that fight, man. He never stood a chance, and you got to question his advisors, really and truly.
Yeah.
But you know what? How it goes is this, yeah? If you know the Ishmael Davis story, you must know it like you end up while he come out there and all the rest of it. Yeah. And it's like when you have a team of guys around you and saying, right, it's going to be the biggest paycheck that you're ever going to get. So if you're getting like 20 times the money that you've ever got before, right? Yes, for a reason, right? And you're in the gym and you're staying fit and you're doing your thing. You say, okay, then cool. It's a big stage. It can be easily sold to you 20 times 20, you know? Times
it's facts.
50. And you're thinking, because you believe in yourself, right, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to stick it on, man. I'm going to try a thing. So you've done it with Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly is an engaging fighter. He'll throw 4 fast flurries and be off. And if you haven't got quick feet and amazing timing, he'll outpoint you. But Bocek now, they must have watched this now. So they thought, well, Bocek comes forward and Ishmael Davis can clap. So he's thinking, well, I've got a fantastic chance in there. And you saw when he clapped Bocek in the second round. The second round he clapped him and he hit him with a hard shot. And Bocek's all right then. And as you were saying, all the guy was doing was collecting data. But the experience of these guys, there's a massive golfing experience. So because of the golfing experience, they say, well, I just want to go try to take. I think that Ishmael Davis should be commended for taking the challenge. But in hindsight, look back and say, well, Saudi's coming down and they're throwing a shitload of money. So fighters are taking these chances and say, all right, then I'm taking. But I do believe that he wasn't there for the paycheck, even though the paycheck was a great incentive. He was there to think, right, this can bust me. And unfortunately, he didn't.
Yes, he took the chance.
I think this. So really and truly, over those last 2 fights, he's up against it. He stepped in last minute. He's got paid handsomely. But I think his next 3 fights, if matched correctly, it gives him a chance to take that experience on. Like, he's gained experience, especially in the Kelly fight, and he didn't really get beat up in the Kelly fight. Yeah, he had the chance to take on some experience. The Bocek fight, that was a bit different. That was a bit more of a pasting. But he's got valuable experience to take away. And as long as they're not trying to rush him forward, full steam ahead, every fight, every opportunity, valuable experience to learn from. And you know what? If you put yourself in that circumstance and you have the opportunity, take it. But if they're looking at his career now, they're going to say, right, you got that experience, let's match you correctly. Let's put that experience to use and take you forward somewhere substantial.
Yes, a great point. And it makes me, I had to pause for thought there, because sometimes we question these fighters that when the opportunity arises, they don't take it. And what are they waiting for? And then when they actually do take it, we're questioning them, saying, bro, you shouldn't have taken it. You should have built up your resume. So fair play to Ishmael, respect to Ishmael. But I think the point that you made was so on point in terms of where he goes from this point forward. He should now, after saving a show, co-main event twice or whatever it is. One was a co-main event and the other one was probably a little bit down the line. But this guy has gambled on himself twice, came up short twice, very early in his career. And now I feel we know he's a good fighter. We just know he's just not that level. And it just give the young man a chance to try and do this thing in the right way. And hopefully he's earned enough money that probably 95% of British fighters wouldn't earn if they had 20 fights. So he's got some money in the bank now. Let's concentrate on his career. So that's a absolute great point. Ramel has joined us. Unmute your mic, Ramel. Good evening, sir.
Hello, Tunde. How we doing? Nice to.
All
nice
good,
to
my
be on here
man.
with you. Yeah, good, man. Legend Spencer Fearon. Good to be on here with you as well, man.
Salute, my friend.
Yeah, salute. I'll be honest. I was disappointed in the Ishmael Davis fight, in the sense that there were two things that I noticed. So one, Bohunchuk didn't tire for those sort of first 4 rounds. He was relentless. But was it the 5th round it got stopped or the 6th? I can't remember. But
I think it was an 8th or I swear it was an 8th or 7th or 8th or something like that.
Right. Okay.
If I remember rightly. But anyway.
First. So I thought Bohunchuk was really, really good for those first 4 or 5 rounds. He started to tire. Ishmael Davis started to land a few more shots, and I was really, really impressed with Ishmael Davis. I'm from Huddersfield. He's from Leeds, so he's just down the road from me. Big up Ishmael Davis. But for me, I thought Ishmael Davis could have grown into the fight, but then when he, I don't like using the word quit, but he looked to the corner and nodded his head, and I saw that and I thought that's he's not coming back out again. And then the corner, obviously called it off and that. But for me, I thought he could have grown into the fight. He was taking a lot of punishment first, but yeah, just I've got a lot of
no, bro. He weren't growing into that fight. He was only growing into a beating. He weren't growing into that fight. That fight, I know he's from your way. Again, Ishmael's a man everyone knows. I said, remember Spence, when the first time I saw Ishmael box, I said, this is proper.
Serious.
But like anything, this is what I keep telling people. When people are criticizing AY and the matchmaking and what it's taken to get for level, yes, you can argue, okay, so you match him that and then he gets to that level and then he ultimately comes up short. But the point is you can't buy experience. That's the key element. You cannot buy experience. And when the match was made, his manager, Mr. Lee Eaton, put his phone in my face and said, look at that, mate. Look at that. Look at that. Ishmael is a warrior. And I said, bro, 1,000,000%. I hope he's getting paid. That's what I said to Lee. I hope he's getting paid because I know how this thing works. These young men, especially coming from environments that set up, Ishmael's history, as Conveying ID said, you've got to take the opportunity. It's there for you. It's there for you. But what's more important now is the rebuilding. But he definitely weren't growing into no fight. This is the difference between world-class, experienced fighters and just good fighters who could ultimately become world-class, but need time to grow.
Big up, yeah, great point. 2 things then on that. So obviously I mentioned he looked to the corner and he nodded his head. Like, are we classing that as a quit? Did he quit? Did he tell his corner, I've had enough? And that's
that's a dodgy one. You know me, everyone knows I don't like using that word quit because I just feel that when you step up, it takes a lot of nuts and guts to even say I'm taking a fight against that level and caliber of fight. We're not talking about no area title kind of fighter. You get what I'm saying? It's like, hold on. So I'm a fighter now. And this is where I don't get the point where man's saying, a man quit. You go in there, see your life flashing in your eyes. You understand? You go in there, your life flashing in your eyes, your heart beating, and you're chatting about, I'm a fighter. I'm going out, I'm a shoot. And then you got your wife there, your kids there, your picnic there, saying, Daddy, when are you coming home? And you're chatting about you're a fighter. No, your children want to see you. Your family want to see you. Everybody wants to see you. So what is important is that you have good people around you. Good people that are going to say, you know what, Ishmael, we've had our night. Sometimes the fighter will do that, bro. Ramel, the fighter will look at the corner and it's like, and let me give you a fantastic point. Errol Spence against Peterson. The coach looked in his, the coach knows him from a youth. And Peterson, the coach said, show me something, bro. Show me something. And then Peterson went, you know me. So basically, he's saying, bro, get me out of this thing now. You get me? He's saying, get me, bro. I want to go home. But he don't want to be the one to say it. He don't want to be the one to say it. But it's with the love. comes into this thing.
Nah, big up. And
You
you're a
understand?
trainer.
So it's no quick, bro. I
Yeah,
don't want the man
yeah.
in Sheffield and up all there. It's Sheffield, my man's from, right?
Nah, I'm from Huddersfield, but he's from Leeds.
It's from, I don't want the Leeds brothers, the Sheffield brothers to be saying, man, Ishmael quit. No, he's looking to the people that, care for him, that are doing this journey for him, to say, bro, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Because I ain't winning this.
Live to
I've tried
fight
my
another day.
best.
Yeah. 100%.
You understand, Ramon?
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, last point from me. Obviously, you mentioned before the opportunity. When you get the opportunity, fighters are put under pressure to take that opportunity. For me, I look at the likes of certain promoters that might have, spoken of certain fighters that might not take certain opportunities, if you get where I'm going with this, and what that kind of looks like for them going forward. You almost get the, you're at the back of the queue kind of treatment, put it that way. So what do we think about how fighters are treated in that sense, where they might get an opportunity, don't take it because they don't feel it's the right opportunity for them at that time? Because we know certain fighters need to grow into this thing, and take a few fights before they get to that certain level. Are they being mistreated off the back of that? Are they afraid of, if I don't take this opportunity against Bohunchuk, does that mean I'm not going to get another one?
No, bro.
Such a great point. Such a great point, Spence.
It's the financial rewards. People have this massive misconception. You're a pro boxer and you're earning millions of pounds, right? It's only 5% of the global performers in professional boxing that earn enough money to give up their day job.
Yeah.
5%. Right? And in some places or some parts of the world, it's less than that.
Less.
So when you look at it like that, you got to say to yourself, these opportunities are coming up, and you could be making 20 or 30 times the money that you're going to be making fighting on another show. And lots of fighters, because there's loads of fighters now, it's very convoluted. You're thinking to yourself, when am I going to get another opportunity to fight? You don't believe me? Go ask any fighter that's signed to Eddie Hearn. Go ask any fighter that's signed to Fearon. Go ask. They always say, when's my next fight? When's my next fight? They don't know, because the schedules are so sporadic. Unless you're up in the top 5%. When you're in the top 5%, then it's planned for you. You know what I mean? It's more planned. And even then, certain things go wrong. Guys get injured. Guys pull out. When those things do happen, they'll say, well, then who can we have who's in the gym, who's looking good? Because not just a case of someone like Ishmael Davis who's just been in the gym. It's the fact that he's been in the gym, he's performing, but he's constantly in the gym and he's looking good in sparring top-ranked fighters. I ain't even going to call the names that he's sparring with, but he's sparring with guys and he's looking decent. And they think, well, yeah, we're gonna have to kind of slip you in because you're not on your curvatures. They're not polished out. So therefore, we're gonna slip you in, and we're gonna take a chance. And he's gonna come back down to domestic level, and he's gonna do very well. But we can't with fighters when opportunities do come like this. There's certain times when I say no. Because let me tell you this now. Tunde's that guy. He's like, nope, I don't care. It's going to come anyway. Let's build. Other people don't think like that. They're thinking, well, boy, they don't trust the system. They're saying, you know what? Let's slip you in. And that's what happens.
My retort. Go on, he's going to say something, remember? Sorry.
No, sorry, Tunde. I was just going to say, so Spencer, are you saying that it's not a case of certain fighters being pushed to the back of the queue? It's more, when you get an opportunity, so many things need to happen for that opportunity to come to life. And so, the fighter could get injured, the opponent could pull out, the venue might not be ready, the money might not be there for that certain fight. And it's a case of it's just, obviously an opportunity comes, you might as well just take it rather than...
I've been in those situations where I managed fighters. Most notably, Darren Hamilton, when he became British champion. We took that on 5 days' notice. The brother was sick as well. You know what I mean? We took it, and he's turned his life around now, because now, off of the back of it, he can dine out on the fact that I'm Darren Hamilton, former British champion, and he trains and he can charge whatever he wants because that has given him a status of gravitas. So it's not like you're going to get pushed to the back of the queue, but you don't know when these opportunities are going to come up. Certain guys are fighting to get that opportunity and saying, I want to be challenging them, who are far worse than Ishmael Davis. So when opportunity comes, there's certain times I'll say, man, do you take it? Do you not? It's a gamble. You know what I mean? Roll the dice. Go fight, man.
Big up, big up.
Yeah, Ramel, first off, do you know what? I read a comment earlier and it was talking about Boacek's 100% knockout record. And I was like, he ain't got no 100% knockout record. But my man, I just looked at his record. Out of 25 wins, he's got 24 kills. Now, so I'm just deep in it that Ishmael really did go into the fire last night.
Yeah.
He really did go into the fire. This man has now set up himself for a world title shot, but his only other loss is to the world champion now, Brandon Adams. Yeah, is it Brandon Adams who's the world champion now? Yeah, he's a world. No. Brandon, I'm thinking of the other you. Who's the other you that just got awarded the belt and he turned down the boots in his fight? I thought that was
Virgil Ortiz.
No, not Virgil. There was another you and his dad. Him and his dad.
Oh, Brian Norman. Is that his name?
What's his name?
Is it Brian Norman, WBC champion?
That's it, Brian Norman. Yeah. But that's Boacek's. No, Boacek didn't lose to him, so I just got the names mixed up. But suffice to say, he's 25 now, 25 wins, 24 knockouts. So it's a good fight. But going back to your initial question, because I was listening to what you're saying and it's the thing. You must know what you're getting into when you get into this sport. Because as Spencer quite rightly said, it is a small percentage of fighters globally that actually earn enough money to, take this thing seriously. And when I say seriously, I mean take it as a full-time job. We're hearing the stories. You look at, I'm not stalking him, but I've seen a few videos from Maxi Hughes, former IBO champion, just caused the upset the other day against Gary Cully out of Monaco. Right. Go and listen to how much money this brother's getting, how much his biggest payday has ever been. It's mad. It's like, are you serious? That's how much money you earn. And again, I just have to thank God for what's happening in my own career and the fighters I've been involved in his career, because it really is a hard sport. And the thing is, what you were saying is that sometimes fighters are left in the position where, as Spencer said, they look at the fact that they're now going to be offered 20, 30 times more than they have ever been offered. And they're left with that predicament that if I don't take this fight, when will I get a chance again? And I think ultimately that is when we find out if you're a fighter or a fake. That's what we find out. If you're a fighter or a fake, because I'm like, bro, it's rocking. It's fighting. It's fighting. And only guys who have that stardust on them, the AYs, the Anthony Yards, the Anthony Joshuas, these guys that you say, nah, we're navigating this thing properly. But other than that, you got to fight. Yeah. You got to fight. You can't expect promoters to keep on investing hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds and you ain't fighting no one. You have to step up to the plate. And so otherwise, there could be the situation where you turn down a fight and you don't get a fight, it's given to the next person. Then you have the situation what Spencer just talked about with someone like myself and the people that I'm associated with. We believe in ourselves. And a lot of times that's hard. It's hard. But if you believe in yourself, you believe in yourself. If you don't, you don't. And so most people will call that being stubborn, but it's like, bro, this is how it's going to go. It's how it's going to go. And if that's the way the story has got to be, then, and you've seen this with fighters like Terence Bud Crawford and others. Bob Arum recently said that the hardest fighter he's ever had to work with was Floyd Mayweather Jr. Well, he said, bro, the guy is just difficult to do business with. And what that means is that he believes in himself. And he wants it to go in a particular way. And I feel like sometimes it takes a little bit for the promoters to, say, all right, you know what? just slinging.
Sorry, this is like you mentioned that. Do you remember in it was 1998?
Yes.
Bob Arum offered Floyd Mayweather $10 million for.
Imagine.
Remember, he offered him $10 million for a few fights.
Yes.
And Floyd said, "No, I'm not signing that." And like, remember, the dad just come out of jail, and the dad, Floyd Senior, said, "Oh, my son's crazy. You should take it."
Yeah.
And
He's listening to bad people.
Floyd Jr. said, "No, I'm not taking that. You've never handled $10 million, so you can't tell me about that. But I know more than that. I'm not signing it."
Come on. And that's, listen.
Respect himself.
That's a fantastic point, Spencer. Ramel?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, that's an incredible amount of self-belief, and a big risk as well. Obviously, you get fighters like Ishmael Davis, who obviously has probably come from a background, got a family, wife, kids, whatever. I don't know what his personal setup's like, but you get where I'm going with this. It's like you get an opportunity, and you might as well, in his mind, just take it, and just give it your best. And Floyd Mayweather Jr., I believe, Olympic silver medalist, great fighter, had an incredible, I guess, amateur record as a boxer, and he had an incredible amount of self-belief. So yeah, obviously, I can imagine.
Yeah, and we're always talking about, it's always the exception to the rule. We know for most people that it just doesn't, the cards don't lay like that. So I feel that, I hope we've answered your question in some capacity this evening. But thank you, Ramel, for your questions, and great having you. Conveying Ideas is back in the building. Who else? Is anyone else? Montiago, you still there with us?
Quick one.
Hello?
Well, yeah, quick one. Who would you match Itauma with next now? Because the way he dealt with McKean, like folded him, because he literally folded him.
Yes.
Charles Martin is
and the thing, you know
Jared
what?
Anderson.
That is actually a good one. I'd say, Charles Martin. One thing I'll say, when Charles Martin faced Jared Anderson, and I think it was the last few rounds, when Jared Anderson got hit, I was like, oh wow, the fight has just turned. So I feel like it will be a good fight. But personally, I still feel like Itauma beats him. But it will be a good step up. But I think Jared Anderson as well will also be a good fight. But I couldn't really see that happening next.
Are we in danger of matching this boy too soon?
Potentially.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't match him with Anderson personally. I wouldn't write Anderson off yet. I know he lost his fight, but I still feel like the boy is talented, and he's still young, so he can improve. I think with Itauma, I think he's a generational talent, but I feel like just give him a British level fighter next, man. Don't throw him to the wolves. He's still young. Like I said, don't rush the process. Let him work on his craft. He's got the hype around him already, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? The Saudis love him. Turkey, he'll get opportunity, bro. I feel like what you were saying, Tunde, with like Anthony Yarde and Joshua, I think Atauma's from that crop where you got to navigate his career. You don't throw to the wolves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
100.
And you know what? Sorry, go on.
The one thing about Moses, I've got everybody talking about, will he be the youngest heavyweight champion? Honestly, that don't interest me. Will he be the longest reigning heavyweight champion? Navigating properly and make him hold on to the team.
Yes, sir. And you know something? Sorry to you see these talks here, they're golden. And you know what? As we're talking, I just got a text from Ghana, and they're saying people are looking too far ahead with this Moses Itauma. And I'm agreeing. Take time. And you know what? I'm so glad, and I'm going to say this because it wasn't long ago where I remember, I feel Daniel's dad wanted Daniel to be the youngest ever heavyweight champion. And again, certain cards got laid and that never happened. But now he's able to, you can't look back, but he's able to go on with his career and ultimately become a world heavyweight champion. Now the clock has run over with Moses being the youngest ever heavyweight champion. Now I feel like that pressure is off him. So we can build him now without no rush, without the thing. Because even if he wins the title in the next 5 years, he's still a baby. He's still a baby. So, you know, what is the point? What is the point other than the fact that you don't get too many superstars in the sport of boxing that come along every day? And can he carry it? Can he carry what comes with it? These are always the questions that we have to ask ourselves. And just looking from a very, very, you know, it's not even a bird's eye view, but just looking from him, from what I see, he seems to have all the attributes to carry this thing way into the future. That's what it looks like. But we all know that sometimes what you see is not what you get. Go and ask P. Diddy. Yeah, go ask P. Diddy. Anyway, don't even go with a P. Diddy talk. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, I just feel that he's got it. He's got it. And Francis Warren, who's done a great job with Moses, has now, at this young stage of his managerial career, has just got a diamond, a gold star on his hands. And I'm sure Francis ain't going to make no silly mistakes with him. There's just no need to.
Well, I like the fact that...
Go ahead.
I like the fact that Francis threw out Pulev's name last night.
Oh, yeah?
It's a good name for him. That's experience. Yeah. Without too much danger. That's a good learning fight. And I think Pulev's durable to at least give him rounds.
Yeah, Pulev ain't no joke though, you know.
He's not, but he's not the fighter he is. He's slowed down a lot. And Pulev will just be taking licks until it's time to come out for him.
Who's the guy Pulev beat? Was it Char?
I fought Char 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
so I heard.
Fight.
Mm.
That was worse than Dillian White and Tete.
Mm.
I'm not even joking. That was 2 granddads.
It's amazing that he's still only 19 years old. So we wait and see what ultimately unfolds. But gentlemen, we've had a great evening this evening.
Thank you so much.
Is there anyone? Let me see. Montiago spoke. Ramel spoke. Conveying ideas spoke. Remris spoke. AB spoke. Any last words from you guys?
One thing actually. One thing I'll say yesterday with the Usyk thing quickly. I thought his body work, like his shots to the body, from the beginning, and even the rounds he sacrificed to do it as well.
Yes.
It was phenomenal because Fury, it did have an effect. And when he was targeting the body, and then I can't remember the rounds, but in the latter rounds where he would go upstairs and he hit Fury some flush shots as well. And you could see one thing. I actually have to commend him on that because that was very tactical and well calculated by Usyk as well.
Quickly. Sorry, Tunde. I don't know if you look. I forgot to say earlier. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you see Fury, he's a little ginnels, Throughout the whole fight, he was grabbing Usyk on the back of his head, pushing him down. I don't know if people noticed that in the fight, and that stuff's illegal, and he still couldn't beat him. You know,
it's not illegal, bro. That's the tactics.
Old manning.
They call that old manning. Old manning, son. Old manning. It's the tricks of the trade, bro. And that's what you know. You have to know these tricks. And Fury tried to implement, but again, it's a testament to what you're saying. Even with all the old tricks, Usyk was still able to overcome that and win the fight. Remember, he had Tyson's got a very experienced man in his corner with Sugar Hill, been in there with a great Emmanuel Stewart. So, they had a very competent corner last night. Tyson Fury, I was a bit... Say again?
You said Emmanuel Stewart. Yeah, Sugar Hill in the corner.
Sugar Hill. Yeah, I said, but he's been there with Emmanuel Stewart, the great Emmanuel Stewart. So the point, what I'm saying is that regardless of all of that, Alexander Usyk was still able to defeat Tyson. And I was a bit skeptical when I heard Tyson Fury's dad wasn't in the corner.
Why?
But just because it's his dad. Because what do you mean why? Because he's done.
No, because
But listen to what I'm saying.
last
But listen to what I'm saying. Maybe, at times the dad could be so consuming on the son that it really affects them. I think we got the best Tyson version of Tyson Fury last night that we probably have seen. I think he was better than the Wilder fights. That's the truth. That from my eyes, he was sharp last night, and that's not propaganda. That's not TalkSport propaganda. That's just me. That's just me seeing what I see, and I challenge anyone to prove me wrong. Tyson Fury was sharp to the point that you never hear him complaining the way he did last night with the first fight. Last night he thought he won in his own mind. He thought he won. He thought he done enough. And
he thought he won the first fight as well. Like he thought he won the.
Did he?
Did he not say he won it because of the war? He said he won it because of the war or something in the first fight. Do you know what? I had a worry about that with Tyson, that he went into this fight with the wrong mentality, because him and his team kept pushing out there that they won the first fight. And I said, and I was saying to one of my friends, if you're thinking like that going into the second fight, you're not going to beat him because you didn't win the first fight. You made a lot of mistakes in the first fight. And he was saying we just need to, it might be PR, but deep down, surely he knew that he lost that first fight. Because for me, his performance in the second fight was a lot more. He held the center ring better. He was a lot more calculated. He used his jab a lot more. But you know where it is? When someone like Usyk dedicated their life to this sport, like I remember AJ saying something about like after he fought him in the hotel the day after the fight, he's in the swimming pool. Bro, I feel like Fury at points in his career, didn't take it as seriously. And those are the fine margins in these elite fights, those are the fine margins.
Yes, I have to again agree with you so much. The fine margins, the 1%, the total dedication, and the not having the odd night off when you're drunk and staggering out of the bar, that is the fine margin. It's a facts. It's facts. But still, we can't get over I've said it before. Spencer's always telling me the stories about Roberto Duran and these men that was drunk up the place, and they still managed to perform and become and were greats. So I don't know if calling Tyson Fury a great is too much, but he's been great for the sport, and he's been great for a lot of people. And again, it's not PR. I'm saying I don't know Tyson like that, but I know somebody that is a family man. 1, 2. All I ever hear of him is 99.9% boxing, the other few things. He says things and does things in his own way. He's managed to stay undefeated to this point. He's battled alcoholism, and mental health, and come back, regain titles, retired, balloon up in weight. So you got to give him some credit. And he's a motivation to many people that have been in certain predicaments or are in certain predicaments who are looking for a way out. And they're looking at Tyson. Because you got to remember, bro, everybody ain't born with a silver spoon in their mouth. No, and Guzzi's saying no respect for the fans. But I'm saying, like, all right, the fans are a sect of people. But the wider public are very, very important. And when I say the wider public who are looking at them are the guys that are drug addicts. You understand? Addicted to forms of, I don't know, all kind of forms of nonsense and alcohol and everything, who have been down, been depressed, and managed to pull themselves up from the bootstrings and make something of themselves. I just can't overlook that. And then you have Usyk, who has been a model, a role model to many people, clean, living, apparently, doing the right things, saying the right things, not criticizing anyone, giving all glory to God. That's another aspect, another way of looking at somebody and saying, yeah, that's how I want to go. So again, it's only in the sport of boxing, I believe, that you can get two polarizing examples that both have positive and negative effects. Yeah, because you can look at one man who is clean, white as clean. You try that, it ain't gonna work for you. And then you can have that other local man, which is the majority of the world. Yeah, the majority of the world don't drive Rolls Royces. The majority of the world don't live in mansions. So Tyson Fury is batting for them kind of brothers. You get it, Spence? So he's batting for them. So it's not propaganda. I'm not promoting no one. I'm just looking at it from the fact that Tyson Fury has been an example. Anthony Joshua is an example. Usyk is an example. But guess what? When all's said and done, it's all to the benefit of the sport of boxing. And on that note, I think it's a great way to close tonight's show. Thank you, AB. Thank you, Remoris. Thank you, Conveying Ideas. Thank you, Ramel. Thank you, Highbury. And thank you, my brother from another, my long-time brethren, who is not at AI. He is Spencer, the knowledge, Alexander the Great, Fearon, Spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure to end the show in exactly the same way we ended it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Yemi X, Robert G, Checkmate, 734, Lee S, AL2, SA, Sammy Ali, Sim, Tech, RS, Random, Deep Random Thinker, Mickey Dubs, Bobby Wright, the ladies, Sade, Leah O, Miss Ringside, Catalia. Man, it's too much, bro. It's been great, man. It's been great having all you lot. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. You make this show so enjoyable every Sunday evening. Spencer Fearon, the man himself. You got anything to say, Spence, before we wrap up?
Done. I'm wishing everyone Caesar's greetings. I want everyone to have a fantastic December 25th.
Yes, sir.
Don't eat too much. Ton, you get the hookup from my man, innit?
What for me?
From Bala.
Hey, I got to phone him, you know.
Yeah, because I'm getting my hookup from there. Trust me.
Yeah. He's Baller has hooked me up for the last 4 years. So
right.
I'm gonna phone Baller to just sort out the thing.
Yeah, his food's nuts.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's so nice. Big up Ballers down there in, where is it? Not Fulton. Where is it? Where is that? Bro, Norwood. Norwood Junction? Is that what we call that, Norwood Junction? Is it Norwood Junction, Spence? Yeah, big up Ballers Restaurant. Looked after me, Spencer, for the longest. And he will be seeing us for Christmas, because you know us, man, ain't got time to be cooking up.
Cooking what?
Baller has to do it. And you know, when the family come around, everybody's like, oh, this food is so nice. I'm like, yeah, I've been slaving over the hot cooker. I got like it's me who cooked it. I never cooked nothing, bro.
I want man to realize this year. Nobody can't cook food like this, brother.
Yeah, okay. Big up Baller.
Yeah.
Big up Baller.
So that's why I'm getting all my Christmas assorted food from Dessa.
100.
And put it out big spread.
Oh, right, Bobby Wright. I don't know if Bobby's back home yet, but big up Bobby. I hope we're keeping you occupied while you're out there serving your country. And be good to see you when you're back. I know you said you got ticket for Joel's fight, February the 1st. Ladies and gentlemen.
Where's that?
When's Joel's? Joel, February the 1st at Wembley, in Wembley. I think it's the Oval.
Okay.
I think it's the Oval Arena, yeah. I'm sure it's the Oval. Okay. And it's the same bill as Vidal Riley and Isaac Chamberlain.
Listen, I'm 1,000,000% there.
Trust me, it's gonna be a big show. It's gonna be a big show. So I'm looking forward to that. Joe in his first 8-rounder. So yeah, it's at the Oval. Joe in his first 8-rounder, and 2025 is gonna be a big year for this kid. Just watch this space. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great pleasure again to end the show in exactly the same way we started it, with the magical words of Dream it, believe it, become it.
Coming up. Peace, two fingers. I wish you all a very, very pleasant next 7 strong days. Cause we don't get weak, we get deep.
We're
Peace,
not
two
good.
fingers, right?
Come on.